Caitlin Clark sets WNBA record despite acting job and hostile act. Caitlin Clark set the record for fastest to reach 600 assists in WNBA history. In the same game, fans were left unimpressed by what they believed was a flop as it was reviewed for a hostile act. Caitlin Clark set yet another WNBA record. In the same game, fans lambasted her for her acting job, and the referees were forced to review a play for potential hostile act. Since the Indiana Fever's matchup with the Phoenix Mercury in late June, which saw star Alyssa Thomas's fist land on Clark's throat, the WNBA has been under intense scrutiny to protect its players, specifically the 24-year-old. And yet, Clark continues to focus on what happens on the court instead of what's happening off it. As such, Clark led play to the talking the Fever's 109-75 win over the Las Vegas Aces on Sunday, notching another milestone despite physical play. Her latest accomplishment comes after her teammate Sophie Cunningham made it clear what she thinks about politicians trying to aid the Fever in some way. With just over 24 seconds remaining in the third quarter, Clark recorded her sixth assist of the evening. It was notable because it was a 600 career assist of her young career and ended the game with 12 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 turnovers. The 24-year-old became the fastest player in WNBA history to amass 600 assists, having accomplished the feat in just 72 games played. The previous record holder was Katie Smith, who did it in 81 games. Interestingly, Clark could have reached 600 sooner had she not missed over half the season in her sophomore year. After the game, head coach Stephanie White even took a moment to praise the job Clark had done that night. With cameras spotting what was said in the locker room, took care of the ball. See, welcome back, baby, White said after the massive win. In the same game, a play involving Clark was reviewed for a hostile act after federal lawmakers pressured the WNBA to protect the star. With 4:26 remaining in the second quarter, Aces star Chelsea Gray drove toward the basket, though Clark shuffled to meet her there. Gray used her forearm to try and get space from Clark and used a flurry of moves to get any sort of separation from the Fever star. After Gray's miss, she fell to the floor while the 24-year-old dropped to her knees and rolled onto her back, seemingly as a result of the aforementioned forearm. The referees then converged onto the scene to determine if there was a hostile act. After review, it was determined to be a common foul, rather than a specific foul requiring escalation. Fans were not happy with Clark's actions, however, believing the star was using whatever she had to her advantage against a strong opponent like the Aces. Caitlin Clark, with another acting job painting herself as a victim, wrote one user on X, adding, "They have the refs reviewing this play for a possible hostile act when nothing happened except for Caitlin fouling Chelsea Gray." A second fan added, "Caitlin Clark with the most obvious flop of the WNBA season. We gotta be serious. No shade, no H8, but nothing hurt until she heard that whistle." Another fan surmised that the exchange between Clark and Gray was not out of the ordinary. "I get that Caitlin Clark is rightfully sensitive to physicality these days, but this is a normal hard basketball play. To yell for this to be reviewed is not going to help her case any when it comes to the officiating," they wrote.